The war within life doesn't always test us on the battlefield of swords, shields, or guns. For most of us, the greatest war we will ever fight doesn't happen out there. It happens inside of us, inside our minds, inside our hearts, inside our souls. Every single day, a silent war rages within you. You may not see it. You may not hear the battle drums, but it's there. It's the war against fear, against doubt, against procrastination, laziness, and excuses. It's the war against settling for less when you know you're capable of so much more. This war doesn't knock on your door and announce itself. It sneaks in quietly. It slips into your thoughts late at night. It whispers in your ear when no one else is watching. It says you're not good enough. It says stay in bed, skip today, you can start tomorrow. It convinces you that life is too hard, that you'll never change, that greatness isn't meant for people like you. But here's the truth. This war is winnable. The greatest warriors in history are not the ones who carried the sharpest swords or wore the strongest armor. The greatest warriors are the ones who conquered the battlefield within. They silenced the voice of doubt. They rose above their fears, and when they did, they became unstoppable. We've all heard the phrase, "You are your own worst enemy." But have you ever stopped to really think about it? No one on this earth can hold you back more than you can. That voice that tells you to quit, to settle, to stop trying, that voice doesn't belong to anyone else. It comes from within. The enemy within knows your weaknesses. It knows when to strike, when you're tired, when you're stressed, when you're doubting yourself. And if you let it, it will control you. But understand this, that voice is not the real you. It's fear. And fear is a liar, so how do you win this war? First, you put on your armor. And your armor is not motivation. Motivation feels good, but it's fleeting. Motivation will not carry you when life gets heavy. No, the armor you need is discipline. Discipline is what separates dreamers from doers. It's what keeps you moving when motivation disappears. Discipline is the ability to do what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. Every morning you wake up, you face small battles. Getting out of bed on time. Going to the gym when you're tired. Choosing to work instead of scrolling on your phone. Saying no to distractions so you can focus on what matters. These small battles, when won consistently, are how you win the war. Now, don't get it twisted. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. You will fall. You will fail. You will make mistakes. But discipline means you rise every single time. It means you keep the promises you make to yourself. And with every promise kept, you build trust. And trust is the foundation of confidence. Without discipline, there is no progress. And without progress, there is no victory. But discipline begins in the mind. Your thoughts are the seeds of your actions. If your mind is poisoned with negativity, excuses, and doubt, your actions will follow. That's why you must take control of your mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. A fixed mindset says, this is who I am, and I'll never change. But a growth mindset says, I can learn, I can improve, I can rise. Every time you choose to believe in growth, you give yourself permission to become more than you were yesterday. A strong mindset is like a fortress. It protects you when storms come. It shields you when negativity surrounds you. And it gives you the courage to step forward when everything in you wants to step back. Mindset is not about ignoring reality, it's about shaping reality. When you think strong, you act strong. When you think defeated, you act defeated. Your world begins in your mind, so train it like a soldier trains his body. Fill it with powerful thoughts. Guard it from destructive ones. What you feed your mind today becomes the life you live tomorrow. Then comes fear, the strongest weapon your enemy has. Fear is the chain that keeps people stuck in the same place. It convinces you that it's safer to stay small, safer to remain comfortable. But the truth is this, fear is not a stop sign. Fear is a green light. Fear is proof that you're about to do something meaningful. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, fear will be there. But you cannot run from it. You cannot hide from it. The only way to beat fear is to face it head on. And every time you face it, you weaken its power. Every time you step into discomfort, you grow stronger. And the stronger you get, the easier it becomes to face the next battle, and yes, you will fail. Everyone does. Failure is not a mark of weakness, it's a sign you are trying. Edison failed over 1,000 times before he gave the world the light bulb. Michael Jordan missed more shots than most players ever took. The difference between those who win and those who quit is not talent, it's persistence. Failure is not the end of the book. It's just a chapter. Learn from it. Let it fuel your determination. When you fall, don't stay down. Stand up with more fire than before. Because failure only defeats the one who refuses to rise again. Victory doesn't come overnight. It comes through small wins, tiny victories that stack on top of each other until they build something unstoppable. Maybe today your small win is simply getting up on time. Maybe it's saying no to junk food. Maybe it's finally spending 30 minutes on that project you've been putting off. Whatever it is, celebrate it. Because every small win builds momentum, and momentum creates change. Success is not built on massive leaps. It's built on consistent small steps in the right direction. And winning the war within isn't just about action. It's about language. The words you speak to yourself are weapons. They can either build you or break you. If you constantly tell yourself, I can't, I'm not enough, I'll never make it, you've already surrendered. Positive self-talk is not about lying to yourself. It's about choosing words that empower you instead of destroy you. Instead of saying that I'm a failure, and say, Mike, I'm learning. Instead of saying that I can't, say, I'm still growing and I will figure it out. Speak life into your journey, because your words shape your reality. Now let's talk about sacrifice. Progress demands sacrifice. You cannot grow while clinging to comfort. You cannot reach greatness while choosing what's easy. Every dream will demand something from you. Your time, your comfort, maybe even your relationships. Ask yourself, what am I willing to give up? An hour of sleep? Endless scrolling? Toxic influences that drain your energy? Whatever it is, sacrifice it gladly, because what you gain in return is worth far more. And through all of this, you must anchor yourself in purpose. Purpose is your compass. Purpose gives meaning to your fight. Without purpose, life feels aimless. But with purpose, every battle, even the painful ones, becomes worth it. What drives you? What sets your soul on fire? What would you fight for even when you're tired? Even when you're hurting? Find that purpose. Hold it close and let it push you forward. Momentum, gratitude, resilience, patience, these are your allies in the war within. Gratitude keeps you grounded. Resilience allows you to rise after setbacks. Patience reminds you that real growth takes time and action. Action is the weapon that makes all the difference. Because at the end of the day, thinking won't change your life. Planning won't change your life. Only action will. And here's the truth you must never forget. No one is coming to save you. No one else can fight this war for you. This is your battle. This is your responsibility. You must be the hero of your own story. Being your own hero doesn't mean you never feel fear or pain. It means you show up anyway. It means you fight anyway. It means you refuse to let circumstances control your destiny. Every great hero's journey is filled with challenges, obstacles, and trials. But those trials shape the hero. They make them strong. They prepare them for victory. You are that hero. The question is, will you rise? Victory in the war within doesn't mean you'll never struggle. It means you refuse to let struggle stop you. It means that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you rise again. And every time you rise, you prove that you are unbreakable. Yes, the war within is the hardest battle you'll ever fight, but it's also the most rewarding. Because when you win this war, you don't just change your life. You change yourself, and once you've conquered the enemy within, nothing in this world can stop you. So fight for your dreams. Fight for your purpose. Fight for your future, because the war within is real. But so is your strength. And if you choose to fight, you will win. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Without discipline, dreams remain fantasies. With it, fantasies turn into realities. Discipline is waking up when your mind screams to stay in bed. It is putting in the work when nobody is clapping, when nobody is watching, when nobody even believes in you. Discipline is not about feeling motivated. It's about honoring the commitment you made to yourself, no matter how you feel. Motivation will get you started, but discipline will keep you going long after the spark has faded. And understand this, failure is not your enemy. Failure is your teacher, your trainer, your toughest coach. Every great athlete, every successful entrepreneur, every world champion has walked through the fire of failure. They were laughed at, doubted, and rejected. They stumbled, they fell, but they got back up. The difference between those who stay average and those who rise to greatness is simple. The great ones used failure as fuel. They didn't let the pain of defeat define them. They let it refine them. Victory in the end is not just about winning a trophy.